Welcome to the introduction in Python. We will go through simple steps in creating a Python program for new beginners. We will start with a simple program called Hello World. To write a Hello World in Python is very simple. We start with a print command, which will print out to console, and we write the text we want to print. If we run it, there is the result. Very nice and simple. Now let's try to look at something called an if statement. The way you write ifs in Python, you start as usual with if, and then you check if the variable is something you expect it to be. In this case, we will check if an x is equals hello world text. Here I will assign x to be hello world. And now something the Python is special about is the significant indentation. What it means is that every tab or four spaces in Python actually means a code block. So instead of brackets, as you can see in many other languages, we just use an indentation to see a code block. So if we run this now, it should print it works, as you can see here, because x equals hello world. When we want to write else, you do it similar to if. You add else, and then you can print something else. As you can see, in this case, something else is not printed because x is hello world. If we would try to see if x is hello, you would see that it prints something else. Else if is a bit different in Python. You call it elif, where you can then add another check and print something. So this time the program prints something new. So this is how you would write ifs, else ifs, and else in Python. And for many people who used other programming languages from before, the indentation might be a bit weird. I personally find it a little bit weird myself, but this is how Python compiler works. Let's now try to look at something called a for loop. We'll first create a x that equals to 0 and an array of fruits, which will just have some names of fruits in it. Now, when we want to use a loop, we write for fruit in fruits, print x, comma, fruits. The commas separate in this case lets us print both variables separately. Oh, actually, it's fruit, because we want to print every fruit in fruits. And then we do x equals x plus 1. And if we run it, what we'll see is that it prints out every single item in the array called fruits. So every single fruit in fruits, and prints out its index number. What it means is if you would try to print, if you would like to print a single item from an array and you know its position in array, and by the way, the Python counts from 0 in array. So if you would like to print, for example, banana, you would write fruits like this, and then 1 in square brackets like this. So as you see, banana had position 1, and if we use 1 like this, we can print out that specific fruit. This is all for this introduction. Thank you for watching.